Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, as I go over these cases, of arrests throughout the United States of America, the more and more I see tons and tons of cases where Aboriginal Negroes go pretty much to prison and get convicted for almost everything. It's very, very rare that you see an Aboriginal Negro actually get a plea down deal or get a slap on the wrist where they can have 5 or 6 or 7 felonies and 21 cases and still go home. Go home, then collect more cases and then go back in front of the judge and then end up with a plea down deal and get a ankle monitor or probation, or the prosecutor telling them that they don't see no real avenue of where they can get a conviction even though they got 24 cases on them. I don't never really see this happening to the Aboriginal Negro. That is very, very rare to non-existent when it comes to allowing you to walk away from charges that you have against you. But for some reason, when you look at the different cases of, our white counterparts, our colonizers, they can have multiple arrests, arrest upon arrest upon arrest upon arrest, felonies, all type of different cases, and yet still get plea down deals, yet still get the prosecutor to say that they can't convict because they don't have adequate information, or the case is just not prosecutable based off of lack of evidence. It's just unimaginable how this occurrence is a norm for white folks in America when it comes to the law, that they can repeatedly get arrested more than anybody in the country and still not see themselves getting mass incarcerated like the Aboriginal Negroes of America. Why do you think that is that way? Do you think that they get to walk most of the time from their arrest based off the system being their actual system of control, where they control the system, where they're going in front of their counterparts that run the system, who don't allow them to get prosecuted like the Aboriginal Negroes of America? Do you think that have something to do with it? Do you think that this have any ties to history as well, with white folks being able to break the law and get to walk away from their crimes without them being prosecuted or judged by their own law enforcement agencies? Is this a possibility that this is not just today's time, but been going on for quite some time, ever since their law departments was formed? Because when you look at the federal census for ethnic arrest, they get arrested way more than pretty much anybody in the country from what the census says. But yet still they don't get prosecuted and sentenced to prison more than the Aboriginal Negroes of America. Nor are they demonized by their media or their news more than the Aboriginal Negro of America is, when it comes to them promoting that the Aboriginal Negro of America is the criminal of the United States. When in all retrospect, they get arrested a hell of a lot less than actual white folks. What is the real reality behind that? Even when it comes to police brutality or police constitutional torque against citizens, no one seemed to get done that way more than the Aboriginal Negro of America. And yet still, when it comes to white folks, the police always have restraint when it comes to how they handle the case and how they deal with their own people. to the point where even Aboriginal Negro cops and Hispanic and many other nation cops know exactly how to deal with white folks when it comes to dealing with them, when it comes to them breaking the law. They get way less aggression than what the Aboriginal Negro of America get. Do y'all see this when y'all dealing with the law enforcement, or when y'all see law enforcement? Do y'all see any of these type of biased behaviors happening when observing law here in America? Because if so, hit that like, hit that heart button and let me know what your thoughts are and your opinions are when it comes to this actual reality of what the documents say is going on when it comes to white folks being able to walk away from multiple arrests on a regular basis, and then mainstream media, news and radio not even promoting it or speaking on it, other than you having to go behind the scenes and get the actual arrest sheet and the actual documents in order for you to see who's getting arrested in America on a regular basis. It's to the point where even in New York, when they was talking about when they stop people for traffic violations, they want them to document who they're stopping, and they didn't want to do that. They felt like that was too much. That's too much. That's taking away from them doing their job. Why? Letting us know who's getting stopped on a regular basis by ethnicity. That's a problem. Y'all don't want to let no one know what group of people in New York is getting stopped and frisked the most. So it's a problem to let us know as the American citizens who actually being chastised by the police the most. I'm pretty sure I can see why. Has something to do with these documents that states that we're not the ones breaking the law the most, but we're the ones that's getting arrested and prosecuted the most. And those are the words, prosecuted the most, as our counterparts, the white folks, the colonizers themselves, get to walk away and get leniency from those that look like them, that run the law, from the judges, the prosecutors, to you name it. They have a sort of sympathy for their own nation when it comes to governing them with their laws. But when it comes to us being opposite of their nation, it's mass incarceration, prosecute to the fullest. He's a criminal, she's a criminal, we ain't trying to hear nothing. Go figure, right? And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But it is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.